So we are at the trade deadline here in a season where we didn't think we might, well, we didn't really expect to make the playoffs, even flat out kind of maybe even tried to tank a bit, but also tried to get some stat growth here and there, and I guess the performance was just too strong, and they were carrying us to quite an interesting area. Now, we will be making some trades here. Vanek and Chara will be heading off. Now, the point being is that neither of these guys are going to get stat growth. They might even retire. There's no point in kind of trying to save them for the draft. I know someone pointed that out. I should trade no one now and save everyone for the draft, where that doesn't really make sense for Vanek and Chara, both on one-year deals, both very old, both are likely to decline, maybe even decline after the deadline, so it makes a lot more sense to trade them right now. We are likely not going to fall out of the playoffs, but I don't know, could happen. And I don't know who I'm moving up onto that top line after we make this trade either. Maybe Donskoy, maybe Kapanen. Yeah, I'd like a few more points for Kapanen there if we can manage it. I don't think we still don't get a whole ton of chemistry, I'm pretty sure, no matter what. Yeah, neither of them going up there is going to give us a lot, but we can maintain that second line, and they have been doing absolutely fantastic, and likely at least a couple of them getting some stat growth here, and that's what we're after, getting some stat growth and being able to ship these guys off for some picks here, because this draft is absolutely stacked. So that's kind of the game plan here at this trade deadline. So we're going to go ahead now and try to execute that. So we shall see what happens. I would love to trade both of these guys to kind of a bubble team. And that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing right now. Vanek and Chara, both of them to a team who may drop out or something. Let's actually check here. Let's check the standings here, see what teams, if there's any teams we want to target. Stars might be good. I was thinking about the Stars, because if we stay in the playoffs, they likely don't get into the playoffs. Although, where's the other wild? They're quite close, actually. No, that's not the wrong way. Sorry. No, still same thing. They are quite close. Yeah, to the other wild card spot. We will make them better. They would have to sort of it might be the best bet, honestly. But their pick's going to be worth more right now. We could also go for the Golden Knights, because if they drop out somehow, that's very, very good for us. Capitals are actually out right now. We can make them better. They might go back in. Problem is, yeah, Senators. All these ones are... Okay, Senators, their only real threats is the Capitals. So maybe Dallas or maybe VGK. One of the two. They have to almost be in a playoff position. Dallas's pick is just, I feel like, going to be a bit too much value. Where they're at right now, it's on the block quite obviously. Yeah, maybe just a bit too much value, and if you compare that to, like, VGK's. Maybe they drop out, like, even if we give them, like, some extra stuff. If they don't, they don't. They're still kind of where they're at. They don't want... Okay. And actually, the picks, value-wise, is very similar. So, you know what? I'm going to go for Dallas's, I think. Because, as I said, the value-wise of the pick is incredibly similar between those two teams. Only 3 points separate them. So, this is going to be good, I think. Let's actually go for that. We'll retain on both Vanek and Chara here, and I mean, on the surface the value is definitely not enough, but we might be able to make it work. I'm not too sure. We're gonna try our best. It's still kind of looking close. We might have to go for a higher ranked team who just flat out likely won't drop out of the playoffs, which, if that has to be the case, that'll have to be the case. So we'll see what happens here, but yeah, they're still not even league approved. So that is just simply not going to work here. Chicago didn't want either of them. Yeah, likely the Capitals want them. So we could go for the Capitals pick here. Yeah. Let's go for the Capitals pick here. Why not? Let's grab... yeah. Overestimated the value. So even with the retention in there, it's not going to quite go through. Again, we're going to make them much better. It might even be more beneficial to go for a team. Alright, well, let's see. Where would they be playing? How much better would they get? What's their defense looking like? Yeah, they'd get a lot more solid forward-wise. Ovechkin, he'd pretty much... Vanek would slot into the second line for them, most likely. Yeah, they'd be just a much better team all the way around. Which is, I guess, the point here, but there's no real need for me to put in extra value here, because I don't really have to, right? Might as well go for a team who's doing slightly better. Vancouver's pick's going to be even more... Oh, they don't have their own... Ooh, who has Vancouver's pick? That's a good question. Could maybe even search for someone who has Vancouver's pick or something like that. Because I don't know who has it. And if it's a team that isn't going to want to give it up, then we're kind of SOL. But, I mean, Pittsburgh we were thinking of, sorta. Ottawa? Yeah, they don't want to give up their own, but they are kind of... Actually, we'll see. Ah, they have too many skaters, but... Let's actually see what they say to this. They don't want to give up the pick because they're a rebuilder. It'll be hard to get it in that case, but they're kind of right there on the brink. Could I... Just need to grab someone back from them. Hopefully someone with 0. Oh, here we go. Green. 2 years left. Ugh. I mean, we can afford it. We'll be able to afford it, and that helps them. Oh, really? What? Oh, I have to take 2 guys back. Wow, they are maxed out. Okay, we'll take my green, I guess. If I don't have to, I'd rather not, but I guess next guy's got to have just 1 year left. Let's try this Nurmi guy. Let's see if this goes through. No. Yeah, they really don't want to give up that first. It makes sense, quite obviously. So we might not be able to swing that. It might just have to be from a team who's just solidly in the playoffs, and that might be what it takes. And just kind of hope they get eliminated early. Because, yeah, the Dallas pick isn't going to work. Let's look at Florida, someone like this. They're firmly in the playoffs. The pick should be on the block. I still haven't been able to find where Vancouver's pick is, but it's probably a rebuilder team who ends up having it, which doesn't help us whatsoever. So I would love to found it, but it just doesn't look like we're going to have that luxury right now. Yeah, I have no clue who would have that pick here. Carolina, they might be a team. Again, they don't want to give it the pick, though. So, yeah, too many skaters anyway. No real use dealing with that. Let's just go back. I'll probably try to pursue Florida's here. They have the space for these guys. Let's throw in that pick. Maybe I can grab something extra. I don't think so, though. Yeah, no way I can get all that. Should be able to get the first, maybe, since we're retaining, a 3 as well, but that's cutting it. Yeah, nope. Alright, let's get some later stuff then. I could always trade them up and move stuff around. Just a bit low. Okay, well, we can still get an extra pick. Where would this put us total pick-wise? If we grab 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, we'd actually be over if we grabbed that. I mean, we'll have to trade some anyway. And we'd have to package some together, which might be pretty doable here. You know what? What if we gave him one of our 3rds here, or our 4s, one of our 4s, and tried to move that to a 3. Not quite. Ah. Well, maybe I should just go for it straight up. Is it worth grabbing a 5? We could grab something from next year, to be fair. Ooh. A 3 from next year, would that go through? Alright, well, let's throw in one of our picks from this year then. One of them that won't really be worth anything. Start with a 6. Maybe a 5. I don't want to give up a 4 if I don't have to. We do have a couple of them, though. 5s in this year especially won't be worth that much. Sweeten the value just a touch. Okay, well, I guess it'll have to be a 4 here. To go up for a 3 is... Okay, that... Really? Is that just... I'll just get the pick itself. What the fuck? Oh my god, they're gonna do the stupid waivers thing. Ah. God damn it. Okay. Let's move on to someone else if we can make that happen. Of course, they don't have their own. Buffalo, maybe. Yeah, get their pick. They don't have a 3. Maybe we can grab a 2 from next year. Their pick's worth a lot less. Oh, they'd still be over, even with retention. Yikes, that sucks. Is there anyone... Well, if I could take someone back, maybe. Let's see. Well, let's see if we can take someone. It's taking longer than I thought, but whatever. It is what it is. Let's take someone back with 0 value and a bit of cap if we can. There's one, Montour. Oh, not a huge fan of that. Maybe this guy. Maybe someone with like 1 mil. Would that be enough? No, it's going to have to be some years. I really don't want to take back that Montour deal. That's a terrible, terrible deal, but... let's see. Yeah, Montour's really the only one we could do. And maybe... No, McCabe, too much value. Too much value on Anisimov. Yeah, that's not going to work. That's simply not going to work. The cap is too skewed right there. Well then. Leafs, I guess? But even then, I think they're going to be pretty far over cap trying to do this. Yeah, pretty far. Although, that's a lot less. So we could, hopefully... No, let's go by caps here. See if they got a bad contract. Koivu's pretty bad. 1 year, perfect. Give me Koivu. That's league approved. Probably not going to get the first and the second. Nope. Let's look for maybe a third, maybe something, anything at this point. Yeah, I don't have anything from that year. Let's try next year third. Again, probably won't even work like that. Woefully insufficient, they say. I guess Koivu might have more value than... Yep. So this is actually getting very, very difficult. I'm hesitant to trade them to the defending champs because they could win the championship again, especially as we stack them higher. I guess I'm going to go with Pittsburgh. That was an initial thought I had. Their pick's worth a bit more. Oh boy. Can I take back some terrible salary? Bukestad should not have close to that amount of value. I don't think he does. Let me see if there's anything better. Not really. And nothing confirmed lower. So I think Bukestad's pretty bad. Let me see if we can take that back. Really? Still over cap. That's just not going to work then. Holy hell. Are we even going to be able to trade these guys? Hopefully. How about Philly? We're running out of options here. Too many skaters. That's at least doable. They're under cap, so that's fine. We can take back anyone here. But we'll probably have to get rid of that third. Goodness gracious. This is taking much longer than I thought it would. Not Konechny, obviously. This Gabriel guy's worth. There we go. Alright, we have to take back 2 garbage skaters, apparently. I guess that one slot of room is a goaltender. Gabriel Witherspoon. They have to put Dion Phaneuf on waivers. Is that a bad thing, you fucking idiots? Probably not, but why do you have Dion Phaneuf on your team anyway? I'll take Phaneuf. Where's he at? Oh, man. Of course he's still got some value for some reason. Let's really hope he doesn't. Let's see. Take back Phaneuf. Too far off. Just the one. Holy fucking shit. Now, the Oilers don't want either of these guys, and they don't want to give up their pick either. Instead, they'd be over cap. But this should be easily solvable, right? They got some crappy guys we could take back. Right? So, please? One of these teams? It's a cap issue, so let me see what they got cap-wise. They want to get rid of James Neal. You know what? We might actually just take James Neal. He's on a terrible deal. We can afford that for the next couple years, I guess. Or we could take Russell back, but I think... Ooh, that value's... Yeah, we could do Russell. And not have to deal with the cap issues. Although we should be fine for cap issues, to be honest. Although I really don't want to deal with that Neal. Unless we can get him stat growth. He is 33. Let's see. Nope. Alright, let's say no to that. Let's try to throw Russell in there. Because if I don't have to take back that, I'll be fine with it. Oh my goodness. Holy shit, dude. I don't know what to do here. Okay, last option here. Back to Dallas. Trying to grab and take back, like, Cogliano is on a terrible deal, and Trevor Lewis. I had to do both of these guys just to get the cap thing within range for some reason. Yeah, too far off. We're going to have to throw in a pick that actually means something. But that's fine, because they could actually miss the playoffs. This is actually better for us. I'll throw in our own third. I really don't care. We have so many thirds. So just try to force this one. Are you serious? What the This is annoying. Well, we got those goalies for a reason here. So we can start throwing a couple of those in. Throwing this McKenna guy. Just try to sweeten the value. There, fucking hell. Well, that took much longer than it should have. Way, way longer than it should have. But we did get it done in the end. And, yeah. So I could honestly just throw in one of those guys we picked up here. I could just, like, throw Cogliano onto the first line. And go a little crazy like that. Although he's pretty damn garbage. So I don't know if I want to do that. Maybe not. Let's see. Not you. We'll put Cogliano back onto the third line. Let's scratch him out. I'm going to scratch out Kapanen as well. I think he's going to be the guy to go up onto that first line. I'll just do a double switch to make things easier. Throw him up onto that top line. Hopefully he's able to get some production. We also got Trevor Lewis, but... which one of these guys will be better on this line? Lewis is a +1. Cogliano. Same thing. Let's go with Trevor Lewis. Why not? There we go. So we'll do that. Now with the defenseman. Again, we're just going to probably throw in Santini. Unless I can get some solid chemistry from somewhere. +1. +1. Not really. Why not? They're actually not bad for that line, but just the player types, combinations, not really working. Guess it is what it is. We'll keep them together. Let's just throw Santini in here. Whatever. We'll deal with that. And there you have it. So trades were finally made. Gonna go with this. We could drop out of the playoffs. Dallas could overtake us, but either way, we're gonna get another. We're gonna get one of those as a long shot lottery pick, which may just pan out or end up being a pick that we throw into a trade here as we get some hopeful stat growth and hope to trade into that top 5. That is the idea right here. So we'll see if that is able to work out. Trade deadline taken care of, finally. And that is about it. We'll save a lot more of our value for later. But we have too many picks, so yeah, don't worry. I can hold on to those picks. I just can't draft with them all. I can only draft with 12, so we'll make sure to kind of shift stuff around as we get to the draft and make those trades. But let's continue on here, finish off the season, see if we drop out of the playoffs or if Dallas stays out. Either way, it benefits us. So that was still kind of the best case scenario, but I had to throw in stuff I didn't quite want to throw in quite yet, you know? So, unfortunate as it may be, it is what it is. It was just, teams were making it way too hard for me with their waivers bullshit. Wow, Chicago picked up Lundqvist in the third for a couple seconds. I mean, why? You're out of the playoffs. There's no chance you're making it. Weird. Very interesting call right there. So let's actually see. Blues have fired their coach. See what happens here. We lost that game but scored 3. Stars are still quite behind us. They're not... where's the other wild card? I can't remember exactly, but we've won 3 in a row. I don't think they'll pass us. And they're kind of stagnant right there. It's just switching between the East and the West. Sammy Blais been injured. Mild... That's exactly not what we needed, but whatever. Second line will have to take over. Zajac goes in. Carry the line, Okposo. Alright, let's go to scouting here. And really go for it right now. Yeah, I'm going to waste some scouting on him. I know what he is already, but it's only fair I use some scouting on him, even though I know. Lefroux. Get him. I don't know if we'll pick around here, but we might. And actually, if we do get a Dallas pick around there, I mean, it wouldn't be bad to grab, all things considered. One of these guys. But we'll see. We shall see. Mostly, we have so many of those mid-type picks, we really want to be able to find some of those low elites if we can. Unfortunately, I don't think there's a whole lot of them in this draft, so we'll see. Let's go by potentials now. This guy's good to scout. Again, because we have picks around there, if he turns out to be medium elite, that's huge. Genther will be worth it. We'll have a couple seconds. Maybe just one after we do all the trading up. Because again, remember, we can only have 5 picks in the first 2 rounds. So we'll see what happens there. Again, I'm going to go a little crazy here. I'll probably spend more time scouting right now than I have at any other point, but this is getting down to crunch time. We're going to have max picks. We want to capitalize on every single one. This is going to likely be our biggest draft year. This is the time where we really want to capitalize. This year, maybe even next year. Really, really big draft years for us. So we want to make sure we can get the most bang for our buck if we can. I'm scouting all these guys because of where they're located in the draft. Not so much where their potential could lead them. Alright, we got one guarantee right there. Pin him. Oh, wait, no, sorry. Pin him. Pin the wrong guy. But all these guys got to get scouted. Chimone. And hopefully, at least a couple more will turn out to be low elites. If not, the later rounds won't be as good, but either way, we're going to have a great beginning to the draft. That much is almost guaranteed at this point. Especially with how the stat growth has been looking. We're hopefully going to get quite a bit of that. I can't believe I haven't scouted this guy yet. Come on now. Okay, Wilmer, yeah, he's being done. 26. I don't think he'll change. I think he'll remain top 6, maybe even drop the top 9, but again, no real harm in checking at this point. This is a solid one to look at. Come on. Jump up, baby. Jump up to that elite. I don't think we'll see it, but again, no real harm in checking. Okay, not a whole lot more lows. Oh, Monsieur Vince, yeah, we know he's a low elite. Alrighty. Trying to get as many as possible. And I know I've seen some comments, try to get as many members as possible. I don't like to do that simply because everyone takes 300 freaking shots a year. So I try to spread some of that out. If we could change the shooting bias, I would have no problem, but, you know, we can't. So, not saying I won't target them, but certain ones. I'm not going to go for every single one, though. That is for sure. Okay. Any 2-tick? Nope, no 2-ticks there. One here only, and he's already kind of being scouted. Alright, that does it. We are done. Let's see how we continue on here. Another loss, we get a point out of it. Stars, oh shit, they have a wild card spot now. That's the last thing we wanted, was for them to also gain a wild card spot without pushing us out. So that was sort of worst case scenario, but it was a possibility. Again, not the biggest of deals at the end of the day. We didn't give up anything crazy good for it. But yeah, a bit unfortunate. Whatever. Let's put Blay back in there. Hopefully with his totals, he'll still be in good shape. Still good production from Okposo. Oh my goodness. And yeah, Pajot, good point totals. Guryanov, still good. Hornqvist, yeah, we're still looking very, very good on these guys. That's okay. Just as we were, you know, having fun with it. I wonder... Nah, that won't work. Damn it. That sucks. Because then we also lose the chemistry. What the hell? Oh my gosh. When I say sub in all lines, EA, I mean sub in all lines. I don't care if it's a defensive slot. I have him there for a reason. You yourself put him on there too. Fix your game. Sick of this. Takes twice as long as it should. I just see a -3. Was that real or a glitch? I don't care either way, but I think it's real. Ah! Yeah, it looks like Dallas is on a tear here. So they're likely not going to fall out of the playoffs at this point. Well, you never know, and I can't tell. It's just bouncing back between us and the East Division right there. Oh, they're out of the playoffs right there. Now they're back in. Shit, come on. They're out. Come on. Let them miss. Give us a chance. Alright, another friggin' injury here. Who cares who goes in? Just the... Oh, Guryanov's back. Okay, let's do a double switch here then. Even if he's slightly injured, better to get him some more playing time here and risk it. Get that chemistry back. There we go. Come on now. Stars are still out. They're still out. That's huge. Come on now. Let them miss. They missed! Stars missed. Beautiful. Okay, they missed. That's huge for us. That's huge for us. It's, again, not going to be a huge chance to win the lottery, but with what we saw last time, you never know where it could jump to. You never know. How'd they miss? They missed by 1 point over VGK. Glad we didn't go out of our way to acquire that Canucks pick, because look where they ended up. Let's see. Stars missed. Great for Senators ended up missing. Yeah, I'm a little bummed I couldn't grab their pick, but yeah. Damn it. That would have been sick, too, because they were actually in a really good spot. Oh, well. Oh, well. Well, we still, again, they still missed the playoffs. They're pretty much the last team to miss, although depending on how the row ended up, could be. I think Pajot should get some stat growth here. I mean, I'll be surprised if he doesn't. Really. I mean, 75 points. He's got to jump up, right? He's got to. We scored a good amount of goals this year. 3.35. Didn't keep the puck out of the net too well. Power play wasn't great. Penalty kill was okay. What's their row like? 37. That's not super high. How about the Pacific? 39. Ah, damn it. I was hoping they'd be below both of these teams, but unfortunately they're only below the Canucks. So they're what, 15th? First spot out or second spot out? 82. Yeah, they're like the second spot out of the playoffs after. Ah, damn it. Well, again, still a chance for it to happen. Very unlikely, but there's a chance. You never know. Maybe they just bounce up a little bit. We'll see. Other than that, though, I mean, weren't supposed to have a great year. We didn't really... I don't think we're going to get too far in the playoffs, but, I mean, the point totals. Pajot, great point total. Blais as well. I mean, these two guys themselves should get stat growth. Pajot's a trade asset. Blais, I might hold on to him. But, again, if he loses that stat growth, then he's done, right? So he still might be tradable. Yeah, I would still trade him, honestly. Okposo might get stat growth, 64 points in 82. Hornqvist probably not likely. Kapanen actually got a decent point total. He might jump up a bit. Hornqvist probably won't. Gurionov, that's borderline, but with how low he started, he might jump up. In which case, I would likely hold on to him a bit longer. As more of a winger, hybrid production / goal scorer. 200 shots on that second line, not too shabby. Could have had a bit more if he played the full games. Yeah, I mean... Hopefully Okposo, Blais, and Pajot all get stat growth. That's the goal. I don't know if they all will. Alright, at least one or two of them should. If it doesn't happen, that sucks. Wow, Hayden, Fleury, and Larson. They led in points as the third pairing, and also led in plus-minus as the third pairing. Pretty impressive, actually. Quick... Save percentage-wise, that might be enough to get him some stat growth. Again, he might be kind of too old for it, but, I mean, that's a pretty good save percentage. That's a pretty damn good save percentage. Especially where he is at overall-wise, 83. So, like, give me one skater, one goalie with stat growth, and I'll be completely happy. We'll be able to snag a couple of those top 10 picks. So that's what we're after here. Looking solid. All right, I like it. Hopefully, RNG is in our corner. We'll see what happens. Let's check around the league here. Crosby tied with Scheifele for the most points. Okay. Crosby at 115 points. Scheifele 115 as well. Then came Wheeler. So, yeah, good for Winnipeg. Ruined my shit, but good for you guys. Goal leader might actually be Crosby. Tied with Ovechkin, so they're going to be splitting the Maurice Richard and Ovechkin one more step closer to beating out Gretzky's goal record there. Assist leader, Scheifele with 76. Not bad. Plus minuses on the forward end. Wheeler, Line, Gensel, Hall out of nowhere. Oh, he's on Buffalo. I guess they got him in free agency. They won the Hall sweepstakes. No wonder they did so much better. All right, good stuff. Who's the most clutch here? Giroux, 11-game winners, 39 goals, or Aho with 10-game winners and 33 goals. Pretty tough to say. Power play goal leader, 21 for Crosby. Point totals, Scheifele with 35. And how about for shorties? Coleman with 3. How about point totals on the kill? Not a whole lot. Yeah, no one really jumping out there. And we'll check out the defensive stats now. Couturier up there, he's a favorite for the Selke. Kopitar's name's got to be in the hat. But they didn't have a good season, so Couturier's plus-minus is going to be great. So, although, he didn't actually take a whole lot. Never mind. Yeah, he wasn't really a center. So, Kopitar's got to be in there, obviously. Who else? O'Reilly, holy hell. What a year for him, although his team didn't do bad. Plus minus will be an issue. Taves, holy crap. Incredible job from him as well. I mean, all three of those guys got to be in the conversation. Barkov, maybe as well. That's going to be a tight Selke race. That's for sure. Let's check out the defenseman here. Erik Karlsson leads the way in points with 71. Maybe even getting himself a second Norris, although Ekblad with the better plus minus, very close in terms of points. Probably more ice time too, slightly. More hits, more block shots. The ratios are close. Maybe slight edge to EK, but still a pretty close race for the Norris, all things considered. Even John Carlson having his name in the hat. Better ice time than both of them. And a better ratio than both of them, too. So if I was the one giving it away, I'd say Carlson would be the front runner in my eyes. More complete defenseman there, but we'll see. All right, on to goaltenders here. 50 games played. We'll check it out. Looks like several guys. Grubauer up there along with Vasilevsky. I was going to say it's hard to call it a tie because of the vast difference in goals against, but look at the shutouts for Vasilevsky and look at his record. Clearly on not as good of a team as Grubauer was, and still with the similar numbers. So I'd say it's a two-way tie between Grubauer and Vasilevsky. But again, look, oh man, and unfortunately, he's not even one of the top goalies in save percentage. Quick is actually down here. That's a bit unfortunate. He might not get the stat growth. But for him, his overall, it was actually still a really good year. So I don't know. I guess all the goalies had a pretty good year save percentage-wise, which sucks for us and sucks for Quick's chances to jump up. Fingers crossed he still does by some weird miracle. We'll see. But yeah, that's my call for the two-way tie right there. Hellesuck or Anderson don't really. I mean, while his goals against is good, save percentage, man, not really doing it for me. Rookie skaters here. Let's see. Oh! Gurionov, actually, is the leader. 23-year-old rookie here. But Gurionov looking like he could win he likely will win the Calder. So we have a Calder winner. Yeah, I guess we can't trade him now. Oh, man. Good job, Gurionov. Good for you. Kind of want to keep that second line together, but, I mean, if Pajot's gone, Pajot's gone. He's definitely a trade asset. Okay, let's see. Any rookie goalies who stood out? Not that any of them would take away the trophy. Not really. Shesterkin had a pretty good rookie year, all things considered, as did Demko. Both he and Shesterkin did pretty good in their rookie season. And there you have it. Let's do the fun stats here and move on to the playoffs. How about hits? Anyone? Oh, there we go. 1, 2, 3 guys over 200. Marchand with 235. What a beast. Taves hitting a lot in. What? Mr. Piano on his back, Chris Tierney, okay. Hitting a lot, showing the fire, I guess. Fights. Dachin, Reeves, Borieski, Novoseltsev. Oh, a new guy. Two-way elite. Yep. And Derek England with a few fights as well. So there they are. Your fighting leaders and whatnot. You know, another thing I'm going to do here before we check, I want to see some of that growth here because we do have several prospects. I want to see if maybe they got some end of the season jumps here. If not, we have to wait till the offseason boosts. Ooh, quickie. You got a couple. Is that going to be... That's some natural decline. Come on, man. Get some stat growth for me, please. All right. Well, Mironov got some. Now it's like hard to trade this guy. He's actually looking like he could be a number one. Bednar, Winnick. Okay, there we go. He got some more growth there. And with the offseason jump, he should be ready for NHL this next year. I don't like where his offensive awareness is. I'm gonna be real with you, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, when it comes to our elites here, we're missing. Missing some from Nash, missing some from Raymond a bit. They played AHL. So they'll get the offseason jumps, but yeah, a little bit not frustrated. I mean, sometimes it's to be expected in that first year. They just simply don't get the growth. But they'll get off-season jumps. So, again, they're very young, and they're almost at 80, so it's not really... All right, Logan Paul did get some growth there at the end. Berard, not a whole lot. Mizak with a tiny bit. So, yeah, the guys here looking to grow didn't quite get a lot, but I'm happy with Mironov, because goalies sometimes harder to come by some of that growth, and he's going to get some as a jump, too. I mean, this guy could be looking really, really good. I still think it might be prudent to grab another goaltender here in the draft. We'll see what happens. We'll see what's available. We'll see if we want to take that route or not. Either way, not too bad. I'm kind of liking that. Good growth. All right, so playoffs are here. Whoopsies. Okay, probably no more games were played. I don't think. Alrighty, and we're taking on Edmonton here in the first round. All right, so Connor McDavid, Draisaitl, and the Oil coming at us at full force. Let's see what they got for us. That's Detroit. There we are. Nuge, McDavid, Neal, top line, Puljujarvi, Draisaitl, Ennis, Nygaard, Antanasiu. Okay, might have some mixes up. We don't have them really scouted that well, quite obviously. And they got Halak and Elliott, so decent goaltenders. Could go to either one. Okay, so that's who we're facing here in the first round. Compare them to us, I mean, we are definitely not a good team, but we have good chemistry. So who the hell knows what's going to happen? Although with the first line being what it is, likely getting ourselves blown the hell out. But hey, you never know. Maybe Quick goes all 2012. We shall see what happens. Not high hopes here. But we'll see. All right, on the road here in Rogers Center or something, or Rogers Arena, who the fuck knows. Game 1. Yeah, they beat us 5-2. Yep, kind of to be expected. Game 2. Lowry's back, so we at least get to throw him back in there instead of Zajac. That's better. Like, we still got Lewis in there and stuff. Actually getting use out of those two guys we picked up in the trade. Hilarious. Game 2, lost that 5-1. Yet we can't score and can't keep the puck out of the net. To be expected, we shouldn't beat these guys. Let's just not get swept. Okay, we might get swept there. We get scored 4 goals, but still can't keep the puck out of the net. I don't care about lineups. We won a game! 4-1. Reverse sweep, baby. Here we go. Second round, here we come. It's happening. No, it's not. 4-1 loss, so we lose in 5 to the Oilers. I mean, to be expected, to be honest. We didn't score a whole ton of goals either, but we don't really have a great offensive team. So there it is. We lose in 5 to Edmonton. Again, to be expected. And it is what it is. What can you do? What can you do, man? So draft will be in the next one. Let's see. Did anyone jump out here? Pajot did good in the playoffs, man. Let's see. Let's check out some stats. Pajot didn't do half bad. Neither did Gurianov. Hornqvist didn't do too bad either. Blay, nowhere to be found. Probably because that first line was actually dog shit. Sorry, buddy. But second line was good. As you see, Pajot, Gurianov, and Hornqvist leading the charge. And still minus players. How bad did Quick do? Horrible. Quick and Jones, both playing like Jones. Alrighty. Come on, Quick. Just gimme the stat growth. Give me the stat growth at the end, buddy. That's all. That's all we need at this point is the stat growth. All right, so that will do a draft in the next episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Remember to leave that like, and I'll see you in the next one.